Hi, everybody. It's a joy to be here.
All right.
Repeat after me. I am who I am. Good job. Because of what I put into my mind. That's way too long. You go, oh yeah, together. Oh yeah, because of what I put into my mind. I am who I am because of what I put into my mind. And I can change who I am by what I put into my mind. All right, how many of you are ready to have a good morning? You know, you got to be ready to have a good morning. And it's all about the attitude, so I'll tell you what I'm going to have you do. I'm going to have you sing that chorus every time it comes around, okay? Say, oh yeah, I'm just delighted to be here. And I want to connect with you. I want to make sure we take every moment to feel the love and the beauty of this community. And I'm just honored that you welcomed me here. You know I care about you. I hope you care about me. Let's sing together. Set our mind free. Or let you know who I am. I believe we can see the future. Whatever we plan, say I am who I am because of what I put into my mind. Yeah, I can change who I am by what I put into my mind. I want to hear your truth. What bothers you, don't try to fake it. Whatever you do, you got to give up the fuss. Begin to trust your heart, your mind. I know you stand tough. Come on. I know you stand tough. I know you stand tough. Say I am who I am because of what I put into my mind. Oh yeah, I can change who I am by what I put into my mind. Say, do you know that person sitting next to you? I said, do you know them? You know them, okay? You're pretty familiar with them? All right, look them in the eyeballs right now and say, what are you looking at? Oh, that's not nice. So you repeat after me. Say, I'm looking at you. Now you're going to sing them this. I see love in you, and I know what I see. I see love in you, and I know what I see. Go ahead. I see love in you, and I know what I see. I see love in you, and I know what I see. Oh, you did so good. Now there's another part. It goes like this. Every time I see you smile, hey. Okay, on 3, you got to throw your hand in the air. Every time I see you smile, hey. When I look into your eyes. Every time I see you smile. When I look into your eyes. Good job. Now look at that person one more time. Do the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, go. I see love in you, and I know what I see. I see love in you, and I know what I see. Every time I see you smile, when I look into your eyes. Every time I see you smile, when I look into your eyes. Now give them a big hug. Good job, excellent job. Oh, that feels much better. It does. It just feels good. Doesn't it feel good when we connect? I mean, it's an interesting thing, you know. Connecting is it's like the main reason we're here. And I know it's such an honor and a privilege that we get to connect. But sometimes it just takes a little invitation. You ever notice how life can give you invitations sometimes that you wouldn't expect would be suited for you, but yet after it was over, turns out it was. What I'm talking about is my career. What I've done is I've listened for invitations. You know, I didn't pick up a guitar until I was 23 years old. I was in a kind of an amateur musical theater experience, and there were so many people playing all kinds of different instruments, and so I got inspired to do that. I thought for myself, oh, you know what? I couldn't imagine how wonderful it would be to play music for your career, for your life. That was just for me. You know, when I grew up, I actually I grew up in Ohio. And people around me had a certain mantra, and it was, I hate my job. And then you'd ask somebody else and go, I know, I really hate my job. No, and it was almost like it was a badge of honor that sometimes it was said with such passion. You know, and you know, it's what I like about the I am who I am, because you know it's so CSL. You know, it's about taking in what is that we want to take in so that we can give out what we want to give out. And what I really want to share with you today is really about vibration. It's like, who do we want to become? How do we want to show up in every aspect? I'm talking about, you know, when we come to the community here, which is so easy to be loving, so easy to be, just open. But just every moment, from being being served in a restaurant to being out in the world, how do we want to show up? So I had that experience of growing up in Cincinnati, Ohio, and everybody, I hate my job, and so I actually grew up with this total passion, and it was a very profound passion. It was, I don't want to hate my job. That was the extent of where I was coming from. I thought, you know what, you put a lot of time in what you do, and I want to love what I do. And so, and so I went ahead and I was just keeping my antennas up for that. And sure enough, when I saw people playing music, and I thought I couldn't imagine anything better. So I gravitated towards that. And I was what I had mentioned before. I was in that moment. I would just start getting invitations. I would sing for people, and then a teacher would come out of the audience and say, you would be great with my kids. Will you come and sing for my classroom? Now I had no interest whatsoever to ever work with kids, sing with kids. And the I See Love in You that I just did, I do that a lot in the hospital setting, because as in the introduction, it talked about working in the healing arts world. Well, I've been working with kids for a long time now, and I never pursued it. It pursued me. You ever have something in your life that just kind of pursued you? And all of a sudden, and you never would have thought you'd be great at it, but all of a sudden, hey, there you were, and sure enough. Well, it turns out I'm actually pretty good at working with kids, because I'm a little crazy, and I do a lot of participatory things, and it just turns out that works. And so I would get invitations. Remember when you were in school and people would ask you to stop your class for a second, to go into the gym, and we do an assembly. Remember assemblies? Oh man, I used to do 180 high school assemblies a year. Yeah, okay, so here's the deal. I went to that classroom. I sang for that classroom, and it really worked. Well, the principal came out and said, would you be willing to do the whole school? So I did that. And then afterwards, one time, the principal came up to me and gave me a check for $100. And I went, you pay people for this? Well, there was a time where they used to pay people to sing in schools. May those times come back someday. But anyway, I digress. I just, from that moment, I loved working with school systems, and I would do 180 high school assemblies a year. And that was an amazing time. As a result of that, I was, again, an invitation came, and it said, an invitation, because I was so known for working with teenagers, a group called Youth Ambassadors of America asked me if I would bring a group of teenagers to Russia. Now, remember back in the 80s when we did something called citizen diplomacy? How many of you remember citizen diplomacy? Whoa. That was a powerful thing. Well, citizen diplomacy was when citizens would take it on themselves and go to the former Soviet Union to introduce themselves and to be introduced to the Russians, because we heard that they didn't like us, so we just didn't like them either. And so the very first time I I brought all these teenagers. I actually wound up going a dozen times to the former Soviet Union, twice a year for 6 years. And it was the most amazing experience. And on one of those trips, I met a man, a guy who says, I want to introduce you to somebody. And he brought me over to this very large man, and he says, I'd like to introduce you to Patch Adams. How many of you remember Patch Adams? Okay, Patch Adams was someone who is a medical doctor that wanted to take the whole energy into a whole other direction. He was also somebody that was looking for the invitation of what he was going to do to be able to be effective, be of a help. He went into, he is a brilliant man, and he went into the medical field. But the style of the medical field just didn't kind of fit where he was at. He wanted to do something more. And I'm telling you this because I was invited to be a part of the healing arts program at a children's hospital. Now, I had no intention of doing this. This wasn't something that I pursued. It pursued me. And I think that's where the power is. I think so often the invitations are there all around us all the time. And they're right there in front of us. And if the only thing that we're asked to do is to prepare ourselves. So I think what I'm going to do is, first of all, get a little into the healing arts. Now, healing arts, like I said, I would just, every year I'd go to the hospital and I would donate, I would sing for the kids on holidays. Just one show. You sing for the holidays, you sing Jingle Bells and Frosty the Snowman. Well, it turns out, because I was doing my craziness with the kids, the director of the hospital was walking by, and he said, "Excuse me, sir, I just want you to, I saw you working with the kids, and we're going to start a healing arts program here, and I would love for you to be a part of that." And I just looked at him and I said, "Well, excuse me, sir, I have no idea what that is. And yes, I'll do it." That was 11 years ago. And to explain what that is basically I go room to room, I stick my head in the door and I go, "Hi, my name's Karl. I like to sing. You want to sing a song?" And they always say yes. So I'm going to sing you a song. This song, it was such a gift for me because, I was going through such pain in my life. At the time, I was going through a divorce after 20 years. I was feeling complete darkness. It was hard for me to get out of that darkness. I remember just sitting with a candle in my room, and I would just kind of play whenever I'm feeling down, I get my guitar. And I was just kind of sitting there, and I would play, and I would cry, and I would sing, and I'd play, and I'd cry, and I'd sing. And I had to, I had scheduled to be at the hospital that day and to go room to room and sing for the kids. And I was driving to the hospital and trying to talk myself out of actually going. I was like, Karl, you're in no condition to be doing this today. The car kept moving forward. I pull in the parking lot, sure enough, and I'm like, this is crazy. This is not going to work. I park. I walked in, and sure enough, you sing to these kids in the hospital, and your problems go out the window. So the first little guy, I walked in. Now he said something to me that was very odd because now I've been doing this for a while, and this was a very odd thing to say. And I know his mom in the corner thought it was odd too. He said receiving chemotherapy was like having an earthquake inside him. I know. And it really took me back, and I was just like, what do you mean? He says, you know, it's like the ground is shaking inside you. And when he said that, he had my attention like nothing else. He had my attention because I was feeling like the foundation for me had crumbled beneath me. Like there was nothing left to hold on to. And so this little guy had my total attention. So I had to ask him, how old are you? He says, I'm almost 8. So this almost 8-year-old is completely ministering to me, okay? And I know why I asked this next question, because I wanted to know personally. I said, what do you do when the ground is shaking inside you? And he thought for a minute, and he said, hold the sky. I know. That's where this song came from. I said, let's write a song. And we wrote this little chorus right then and there. It goes, when the ground is shaking under me, hold the sky, hold the sky. When the ground is shaking under me, hold the sky, hold the sky. Sing that with me. When the ground is shaking under me, hold the sky, hold the sky. When the ground is shaking under me, hold the sky, hold the sky. When the kingdoms crumble into dust, say goodbye, say goodbye. When the kingdoms crumble into dust, say goodbye, say goodbye. Sometimes life can bring you down to your knees. If you go through hell, fine, just don't stop for tea. When the ground is shaking under me, hold the sky, hold the sky. When the ground is shaking under me, hold the sky, hold the sky. When the time is time to forgive, time to love, time to love. When the time is time to forgive, time to love, time to love. And when love lays love in arms, watch the ground, watch the ground. And when love lays love in arms, watch the ground, watch the ground. Sometimes life can bring you down to your knees. If you go through hell, fine, just don't invite me. When the ground is shaking under me, hold the sky, hold the sky. When the ground is shaking under me, hold the sky, 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 hold the sky. So there was that meeting with Patch Adams that happened years before that I was part of that Healing Arts program. And I was amazed. As a matter of fact, when he introduced me, it was just like, this is Patch Adams. And the first thing Patch Adams did is he took a clown nose and he put it on my nose. And then he put one on his nose, and then we stood there and tried not to laugh. Now that was what Patch Adams was all about. I was there with American teenagers to create, just friends between, and working with other teenagers. We were starting the first youth summit is what we were there for. What Patch Adams was doing was, he was there giving out clown noses to doctors, trying to bring that lightness in. And that, at the time, I didn't realize what an impact it would be to actually have met him. That years later that I would be in the field of healing arts in hospital settings. And it's amazing. The music is a powerful thing. Yes? It is a powerful thing, but and with the healing arts, we have artists, we have storytellers, and we have musicians. But I find that the real power is not the music, not the art, not the story. It's that those are the things, those are the tools that open the doors, that crack open the doors that create human connection. That really where the power is human connection. And like I was starting in the beginning when I first got up here, it's like, how do we show up and add to the vibration of our life and everyone around us? It's such a beautiful thing. I have a quick little video I want to show you. And it was, remember how many of you have seen the movie Patch Adams? Oh, beautiful. Some of you, well, those of you who didn't, in the movie, now Robin Williams actually played Patch Adams. And he did an amazing job, didn't he? Yes, he did an amazing job. There's a short clip here of that moment, and hopefully this is it's there to just inspire us, because there's a moment that when we realize how do we contribute? How do we, what do I do next? How can I elevate this moment? How can I elevate what's going on in society? How can I elevate this experience in my family, in my community? And there's a moment where we're just trying to plug in and figure out how to. I had this other experience, I go room to room, and sometimes I have no idea. Actually, oftentimes I have no idea how I'm going to connect next. And this time, this little guy, I tell you what, he was always enthusiastic. Those you ever meet those kids, or even the people that are just always up and really. Well, this guy was always up, and they have a thing in the hospital where they are kind of a term, you're either having a good day or you're having a not so good day. And it's usually not because of what's going on with you, but usually because of the treatment. And so I walked in, and he didn't look too happy. I said, "Are you having a not so good day today?" He says, "Oh, no, I'm having a good day today." I said, "Really?" I said, "Well, somebody should tell your face." Because he goes, "Well, my friend next door is having a not so good day today." I know that. I mean, he just met him like 2 days, great friends, 2 days before. And I said, "You're worried about your friend?" He said, "Yeah." And so I looked around, and they had these great playrooms in the hospital, and they have these beautiful, he made these beautiful drawings, and they were all of angels, all of them. So I said, you believe in angels? He goes, yes, I do. We got all animated. I said, ooh, you believe in angels? And so I immediately said, I've got an idea. I said, I'll tell you what, I know what you can do. I said, since you're having a good day and your friend is having a not so good day, I tell you what, when you go to sleep, why don't you send some of your angels to your friend? So he thought this was the greatest idea ever. So this is what we did. I said, well, let's write a song, because that's what I always say. This is what we wrote. I heard someone is sad, and I know that feels bad. Let me lend a hand. I'll do the very best that I can. I will send my hope, send my prayers, send my angels together. I will send my hope, send my prayers, send my angels. Like a choir. I will send my hope, send my prayers, send my angels. I will send my hope, send my prayers, send my angels. Angels travel fast, and prayer and hope will last. When a friend is down, spread your angels around. You can send your hope, send your prayers, send your angels. Here we go. You can send your hope, send your prayers, send your angels. You can send your hope, send your prayers, send your angels. You can send your hope, send your prayers, send your angels. New part. I will send my angels. I will send my angels. I will send my angels. I will send my angels, angels. I heard someone is sad, and I know that feels bad. Let me lend a hand. Follow my handy plan. We can send our hope, send our praise, send our angels. Sing it and think of somebody. We can send our hope, send our prayers, send our angels. Beautiful. We can send our hope, send our prayers, send our angels. We can send our hope, send our prayers, send our angels. Keep singing. We can. Beautiful. Yeah. We can. I will send my angels. Supposed to keep singing. Send our hope, send our prayers, send our angels. And again. I will send my angels. We can send our hope, send our prayers, send our angels. Good job. I'm amazed in the experience. This one nurse came up to me and says, "Excuse me, Karl, I need you to go into room such and such and see if you can connect the mother with their child, because we don't think that he's going to be around much longer. And I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, I'll do that. And I walked by, and there was, the child was in the bed, and the mother was in a laptop. And I think I probably had the same kind of reaction that you just had in your mind. You're like, how could that be? How could that be? And so immediately judgment came up. And so I was like, okay, well, I walked in. And here's what was happening. They've already been told nothing could be done. Everything was already done. The laptop was her looking for a solution. Somewhere there's got to be a solution. Frantically. There was nothing here. Where else could it be? Isn't that when I found that, I just completely released. And I realized how quickly we can just go into judgment and not understanding the situation. So the first thing that I had to do was I had this other little angel song. And it's real simple. It goes, angel, angel, you are an angel. I see an angel in your eyes. Everybody go, ah. It's a cute little song, yeah? Now, here's the deal. That's a cute little song, but there's motions to it. Because, see, when I'm working with the kids, I'm the king of hand motions. And this is American Sign Language. Angel, angel, you are an angel. I see an angel in your eyes. Everybody do it together, because here is a quiz. Together, angel, angel, you are an angel. I see an angel in your eyes. I'll give you one more try. Angel, angel, you are an angel. I see an angel in your eyes. Look at the person next to you and see if they're doing it correctly. Here we go. Angel, angel, you are an angel. I see an angel in your eyes. Okay, now I've got to do the guitar, so you're going to see if you're going to do it, if you got it. All right, look at your person. That's right. Look at that person next to you. We're going to do this. Because in that moment, what I did is I asked the mother to come over and help me with the hand motions, because I had to play the guitar. And then for quite a long time, we sang songs to her precious angel. All right? Face each other and do it. Angel, angel, you are an angel. I see an angel in your eye. Now give them a big hug. They deserve it. All right, everybody stand up real quick. Stand up. You're going to find a different partner. Go ahead, find somebody else. Doesn't matter who it is. Good. Look them in the eyeballs and say, what are you looking at? Say, I'm looking at you. Together. Angel, angel, you are an angel. I see an angel in your eye. Give them a big hug. All right, find one more partner. One more. Had to be somebody else. All right, look them in the eyes. You got them? Say, oh yeah. Angel, angel, you are an angel. I see an angel angel in your eyes. Give him a hug. All right, go ahead and find yourself back to your seats. Very nice. Now, doesn't connecting feel good? So the bottom line is, the truth is, there's all kinds of ways to connect. We're going to end this song with not singing it, but only signing it. And that's what I did in that situation with that mother. The last time we did it, we only signed it. And that was something that all three of us could do in that room together. Good job. Thank you so much. What a joy. I appreciate your participation, and it's been a joy to be here. Sammy was a God-fearing man. He read his Bible from the palm of his hand, and he went to heaven the moment he died. It's where he saw the light that God belongs to all of us. The general knows that God's on his side, but his enemy pray that the evil general die. They thank God when the killing is done. No, God belongs to all of us. Here we go. Hare, hare, hallelujah, namaste. Good. Om and amen. Praise Allah. Shalom. God belongs to all of us. All of us. You did so nice. Buddha told a story and the people were awestruck. Rub his belly, it will give you good luck. I think all he came to say is the love belongs to all of us. There are no closed doors. All the love is in your heart, and the chosen are all of us. All of us. Here we go, like a choir. Hare, hare, hallelujah, namaste. Where's those motions? Om and amen. Praise Allah. Shalom. Try it again. Yeah, hare, hare, hallelujah, namaste. Om and amen. Praise Allah. Shalom. God belongs to all of us. All of us. The chosen few are our daughters and sons of every nation with a happy family's love. No one will be ever denied. No one. 'Cause there are no closed doors. All the love is in your heart, and the chosen are all of us. All of us. Last time. Hare, hare, hallelujah, blessed. Oh, and amen. Praise Allah. Shalom. God belongs to all of us. All of us. God belongs to all of us. All of us. Together. God belongs to all of us.